Everybody, welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel and coffee stream episode 487. And it's a very special coffee stream because, my friends, we finally made it to the end of this piece of crap year. And I swear to God, if anybody does that stupid TikTok challenge and yells Jumanji again this year, I will launch you into the sun. Because I'm firmly sure that that's partially why this year has sucked so bad. I'm just kidding. But seriously, it just don't. Hello, Spittle Buggies. How are you, sir? Hello, Check Your Logic. You hate New Year's Eve. Usually, I tend to do like the resolutions and stuff for my birthday, but I still think, New Year's Eve is a bit of, it's time to have fun and, it's just, I don't know. It can be fun. It can also suck. It depends. All depends on what's going on in your life, who's around you, all that stuff. So, hello, Costin. Hello, sir. Welcome to the stream. So, what we're going to do tonight is we are going to read a bit of news and then I'm going to pin the stream link in the comments at the top of the I'm going to try and pin it the way I saw P-Dog do it on his Friday show, but about around 11:30, maybe 20 to 12. I'll throw the link up and we can have some people come in and ring in the new year. I do plan on going like a bit longer than midnight. Like I don't want to just cut it off at midnight. Because, I'll show you. I still have about 2/3 left of this bottle of Sailor Jerry's. So we've got that. And I've also got some wine. So we're going to have some fun tonight. So yeah. Miho, welcome, hi. And Elwin, hello. Happy New Year's Eve. I hope everyone's doing well. What we're going to do here is I'm going to pour the inaugural shot to start this off. But if you'd like to increase my drunkenness, please, by all means, send in a tip to blindpress.net. All right. So this shot glass that I'm drinking out of, I'll show you in a minute here. It's a holiday shot glass, but it's like 4 ounces. It's big. This is my shot glass. This is my shot glass, and it's full. It's full, and here we go. Whew. This rum is like whiskey, but it's good. Whew. I feel like I could breathe fire. Happy New Year's, mijo. All right. Now, I already have a story open. So, we are going to go and share the screen. And then we can read the article. Let me just choose the large screen layout here so that everyone can see the article. Yeah, man, Sailor Jerry's is a lot more. It's got a lot more of that heat, that whiskey type of heat than Bacardi does. Bacardi's a lot sweeter. Cheers, Mitchell. I am sadly sober, functional, and I finished off our bottle of champagne already. Aww. And B&D is closed already. Sailor Jerry's is possibly the worst rum I've ever had. Really? I like it. It's a lot better than Bacardi. I find it a lot tastier. Um than like I find like even like especially the white Bacardi, I find the white Bacardi very sugary. Hmm. It's all up to people's taste, I guess. All right. So, year of reckoning for big tech. How US lawmakers plan to rein in companies like Facebook and Google in 2022. You mean you guys haven't throttled us enough on like are you going after the companies or are you going after the content creators on the companies or of like using the companies? So this was posted December 31st, so today. So this says legislation is planned in the United States for big tech companies including Twitter, Google, and Facebook, the Associated Press reports. So if 2021 had a battle cry for US lawmakers facing off with the world's biggest tech companies, it would be this quote, legislation is coming. This year, lawmakers went beyond just grueling companies like Apple, Google, Facebook, Twitter, and Microsoft, collectively known as big tech. This year, come on, computer, let me read. Oh, don't refresh the page. Come on. You suck. Okay, let me. Luckily, it didn't put me too far off. Okay. Oh, and I forgot to say this was a CBC article. My apologies. Okay, so they tabled new legislation. New bills now before the U.S. Congress include measures aimed at addressing a broad range of concerns. Come on. From anti competitive behavior to the mental health impact of users' social media and the spread of, or using social media and the spread of disinformation on online platforms. Okay, but you can't. I blame functional for that alone. But you can't limit people's speech. You can't. They're going after the lack of banking. Yeah. Excuse me, someone mentioned fudge. Yeah. Your punishment for disliking Sailor Jerry shall be giving it all to BP. I like that idea, Costin. Um, yeah, it's like I'm very pro childhood vaccines, right? I'm very much for you should get your baby the vaccines at their scheduled time. Like, if you feel like the amount of vaccine, especially in the States, because the vaccine schedule in the States is pretty ridiculous. Like, they give a lot of shots all at once. And so I know parents that spread out the vaccines. But I'm very pro childhood vaccination. But I don't think that anti-vaxxers should have their speech limited on platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all of that. I think they should be allowed to spout their stupidity so that people can debunk them. People like like Simon Dan, people like Sir Sick, people like I've been offered Sailor Jerry's as a bottle. I would rather be sober. And given a chance, I would never be sober. God damn, Fury. You really don't like Sailor Jerry's. Yeah, no, I firmly believe that even stupid people have the right to say stupid things. And people should, the debate should be allowed to be had. That's the whole point of freedom of speech. Even idiots should be allowed to say things so that the smart people can go, hey, look at what these idiots are saying. Quote, I think big tech today represents the biggest accumulation of power, market power, and monopoly power that the world has ever seen. Republican Senator Ted Cruz of Texas said at a congressional hearing in April, and that point I'll give him. The big power, the amount of power that big tech has, the amount of censoring that they do on their own platforms for no reason. It was just like I don't disagree with him. I feel that way about LCBO. LCBO which? I feel that about absinthe. Oh, LCBO absinthe. And that's like drinking nail polish remover. Oh god. I don't like absinthe, ouzo, drambuie, all that stuff. I don't like the licorice alcohol at all. I really don't. I'm also not a Jaeger fan. I find Jägermeister to taste very much like cough medicine. I really don't like Jaeger. All right. While it's not a guarantee that the bills will pass in 2022, the stage has been set for a massive shift in the regulatory landscape for big tech. In addition, U.S. President Joe Biden has made it clear that this administration will hold tech companies to account, oh boy, with an executive order tasking federal agencies to enforce fair competition rules. How many executive orders is this guy up to now? Like, he has to be quite seriously the president with, if not the highest, one of the highest executive order counts. I'm here. Anyone who said 2021 was a horrible year or was the worst year didn't see 2020 properly. I think both years were shit, Ryan. Quite frankly. More than the evil Trump, I would imagine. Oh, heads and shoulders above Trump's account, Ryan. He has to order executively because he can't remember otherwise. I thought issuing executive orders was bad, said the House when Trump was in charge. Yes. But, rules for thee, not for me. Bills proposed in the United States include measures aimed at addressing a broad range of concerns from this is repeating the other thing. Antitrust bills introduced in Congress this year will be the subject of intense debate next year. Lawmakers are likely to focus on efforts to clamp down on the reach of big tech companies and reform the country's fair competition laws. Now I don't know too much about US fair competition laws. 2022 is going to be a banger, I know it, says Ryan. Um Already screaming on Stardoom. Oh, I got to check that out. I got to check that out. So, quote, I think a lot could coalesce this year, said Eleanor Fox, an antitrust professor at New York University. Quote, this is a real question about whether things will change next year. That is, whether we're getting closer and closer to really getting a grip on big tech and controlling their abuse in the United States. Or abuses in the United States. Okay, but we can't let the government get too... We can't let the government get too regulatory. Do you know what I mean? Everyone remember when the same pork barrel funding they wanted to put into building the wall all reappeared into the infrastructure bill? Ha! Send the playlist via DM. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you very much, my friend. Legislators say those abuses include killer acquisitions or the practice of buying up rivals in order to crush competition. Online platforms have also been criticized for favoring their own content or products when it's hosted on their sites. Well, yeah. What else do you expect? That's like yelling at Walmart for selling... Fuck, what's the Walmart brand? Great Value? And what is it? Great Value brand? That's Walmart's brand? That's like yelling at Walmart for selling Great Value brand stuff. Like, that's a little stupid. Our antitrust laws are very weak, Fox said, noting that a key piece of the new legislation would shift the burden of proof from government to big tech companies when it comes to justifying that their mergers don't have competition. Okay. Legislators have been pointing to Facebook's acquisition of Instagram and WhatsApp as an example of monopoly behavior. Yeah. Minnesota Democrat Senator Amy Klobuchar, the crazy clipboard throwing lady, has introduced a bill to increase the budgets of federal agencies tasked with the enforcement of fair competition rules. Okay. I could see why if things are not strong enough, I could see that. Let's see here. That's like yelling at McDonald's for serving hamburgers and fries. Yeah. Yeah. I'm playing the expanded mod. Adds all kinds of shit. No blind people will be able to play it for a long time, so I'm trying to describe it. Oh, that's awesome, Ryan. You rock for doing that shit. Seriously. Our economy today faces a massive competition problem. We can no longer sweep this issue under the rug and hope our existing laws are adequate, Klobuchar said in a statement in February. I hate to agree with her, but I do think there does need to be some revamping. But I am very concerned about how much power the government is going to get in these regulations. Hello, Selecta Boy. And rest in peace to Miss Betty White. Yes. Yes, rest in peace, Betty. Um in fact, let's have a drink. Let's pour a drink to Betty White. And remember, guys, if you'd like to buy some merch or send in a tip, you can go to blindpress.net or teespring.com/myeyes. Get yourself some mugs, stuff like that. All right. Rest in peace, Miss White. Cheers to you, ma'am. You've had a long life. You were a great actress. You were hilarious. Even when you were just speaking and like in interviews and on talk shows, you were great. And you had a great life, a long life, and may you rest in peace wherever you ended up. Here's to you, Miss White. Whew. Wow. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Betty White was never old. That's how she lived forever, says Blind Ryan. Paradoxically, I have been 8 and 80 since I was a kid. Ha! Love it. Love it. I actually did. It's the and I enjoy the after. The burn. It's almost like what's it called? It's almost like a nice bourbon. So, next story. Makes you see things, it's so strong. Oh, that's a great TikTok. Oh my god. You know what? I need to see if Sailor Jerry's is on TikTok. Hold on. Shh. Trying to get me kicked off YouTube TikTok? Jesus Christ. Let's see. I want to see if Sailor Jerry's is on TikTok because that would be a hilarious TikTok to do. And and that would be really funny. Nope. That's okay. You know what I'll do? I'll make it on TikTok and then I'll put it on Instagram and tag them. That's what I'll do. Merry Easter. Yeah. No, seriously, I'm gonna post it on YouTube too, just as a joke. You'll see. You'll just wait till you see it. It's gonna be funny. I gotta save it. Gotta save a shot for the video. Okay, let's share this here. Merry Easter. All right, let's get this shared. So, my province, in its infinite wisdom, has decided to delay the reopening of schools a whole 2 days. And I am firmly of the belief that this is the start of a return to remote learning. I am fully expecting the extent or the return date to be pushed back and pushed back and pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. Like I'm not expecting my kids to go back to school on Wednesday. I'm not. When they said, and they waited until yesterday to make this announcement. So the 30th, okay? So when they said yesterday that the kids are going back on the 5th, on Wednesday, I was not surprised. I knew the kids were not going back on the 3rd. They were supposed to go back on the 3rd. Right? But I knew before the holiday started. I knew. I even said on one of the streams. I said, "You wait. It'll be the 29th or the 30th and they'll make an announcement that school's not going back on the 3rd." And I was right. So this says, Teachers Union calls Ontario's decision to delay start of school sadly disappointing. Oh, of course they do. Okay, let's see here. So this is from December 30th. And I think it's a CTV article. Teachers' unions are weighing in on the province's decision to delay the start of school by 2 days. On Thursday, the province announced students will return for in-person learning on January 5th. Dr. Kieran Moore said the postponement would give schools extra time to prepare for additional COVID-19 safety measures. Those include, here's a list, providing N95 masks for staff at schools and licensed child care settings, providing 3-ply cloth masks for children. Wait, we have to have 3-ply cloth masks now? Are you serious? Like, so, are you telling me the masks that we're gonna send our kids to school in, they're gonna take them off, and they're going to put them in these 3-ply cloth masks? Or are they expecting us to go out and buy new 3-ply cloth masks? Like, oh my god. Okay. Anyway, let's see what the last... Deploying an additional 3,000 HEPA filters, to school boards. Okay. Patrick Edmensky with the Ontario English Catholic Teachers School or Catholic Teachers Association of Waterloo Region calls the delay of in-person learning, quote, sadly disappointing. Quote, the fact that, quote, that Kieran Moore stated that they're doing it to have extra time for additional health and safety measures is honestly a joke. Very little, if any, is going to be different come January 5th. So what do you want? You want them to lock the schools down? You want kids to be in front of screens? Oh, wait, because it's easier for you. That's why. It isn't like kids are little germ factories due to their very nature, something to do with immune systems. You would think that the immunologists would know that. Well, actually, and I tried to find the article again, but I lost it before I could save it. Something like 500 doctors signed a letter to the province saying, do not close schools. Edmansky said it makes more sense to push back the start of school by a week or more, adding that many teachers don't feel safe going back to school or going back to into the classroom. Yeah, none of the teachers at my kids' school say that. No, all of the teachers at my school are like, yeah, hope we want to come back. So, like, where are these teachers that don't want to work? Rob Gasco, who represents the Ontario Secondary School Teachers Federation for Waterloo Region, is also questioning the province's decision. Of course you are. Why is it always the union leaders? Quote, why was the Minister of Education not on that call? Because that announcement didn't answer many questions, he said. Quote, what is supposed to happen those 2 days? Are we supposed to do online learning? No, it said everything is coming back on Wednesday. Like, it was very clear. Are students not engaging with anything? What are teachers expected to do? Who is supposed to be in the buildings? Nobody. Okay, here's the deal. Nothing's happening until Wednesday. And then everyone's going back to school. That is the plan. What is so fucking hard to understand about that? What are they supposed to be doing? None of that was answered. And I guess I'm just a bit of a I'm just at a bit of a loss to understand what these 2 days are supposed to accomplish. Okay, they've been busy at schools basically over the holidays putting in these HEPA filters. And, like, I don't. It's just 2 more days to finish all that up. Like, it's very clear that you guys don't want to work. You're lucky our teachers and GPs want to suckle more at the government, off the government tit and want pay rise. Oh, Jesus. They will always scream COVID and lockdown at the first opportunity. Of course they will. Gasco said there's not a lot of time to prepare, with the announcement coming less than a week before students are set to return to schools. That I agree with. They shouldn't have waited till the 30th to announce it. They should have had a plan in place before the holiday started. Like a contingency plan. If things got bad, they should have said, okay, we're going to implement our contingency plan now that we put in place before the holiday happened. And this is what, and like, let's put it out as an announcement on like the school, whatever, the app that everybody uses. Like, this could have been handled a lot better. This could have been done a lot better, and people could have had time to prepare. I will give the I will give Mr. Gasco that. Okay, let's do a couple more news stories, and then we're going to um put out the link for Colin for the rest of the show. That's what we are going to do. Okie dokie. Is this okay? Let's get this shared. All right, here we go. Go to the share button. I keep hitting all the wrong buttons. Oh no! Force the politicians to lose their income due to lockdowns. This will end in a week. Yep. Absolutely. I agree. If any politician that doesn't want to go into the parliament building because of COVID after they've had their vaccines and all that shit, they should be docked their pay. Because like vaccines are supposed to protect you and those around you. So if you're vaccinated, you shouldn't be worried and you should get your ass back to work. You're pressing all the right buttons, just not necessarily in the right order. There you go, Fury Kitten. There you go. No civil servant should make a profit. So, like, some civil servants, like in the lower echelons, right? My mom's a civil servant, but she doesn't work in the House of Commons, right? She's not, like, she works behind the scenes. And she basically makes sure that different types of projects around the country gets the proper funding and is spending their funding properly. Um, like those people, they're just they're just doing a job. Oh, Anika, thank you. Happy New Year. She says, finding you was the best YouTube discovery I made this year. Thank you for the consistent, entertaining, and educational videos. Thank you very much, Anika. That makes me feel really good. Thank you very much. I hope you have a fantastic 2022. Two Iowa teens charged as adults in Spanish teacher's death. Wonderful. This is from the Toronto Sun. It was published December 30th. All right. Actually, I think I can record this video, the Sailor Jerry's video, while I'm live. Actually, I could totally do that. Heading out, finishing up later. Thank you. Happy. See you later, Spittle Buggies. Let's see. Okay. So, two Iowa teenagers have been charged as adults in the killing of their 66-year-old Spanish teacher, according to the New York Daily News. Well, then, what the hell did your Spanish teacher do that you felt the need to kill her badly enough that the state of Iowa has decided that you are adults? Willard Noble, Jaden Miller, and Jeremy Everett Goodale. Wait. Willard Noble, Jaden Miller, and Jeremy Everett Goodale, both 16. I think you mean all 16. There are 3, not 2. Face first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder charges in connection with the November 2nd death of Nahina Graber, who worked at Fairfield High School in Iowa. That's why. Like, what's the point of... What the hell did your Spanish teacher do that made you want to kill her? Graber was found dead at Chautauqua Park soon after she was reported missing. No official cause of death had been released, but police have said the victims suffered trauma to the head. Oh boy. If it's first-degree murder and she suffered trauma to the head, I'm guessing they do not want to describe the head damage. I'm just saying. The Midwest is pretty crazy, says Anika. Let's see. I'm watching the courtroom art play out. Looks like a story from SVU. Oh, Jesus. Prosecutors describe the killing as ruthless and premeditated. It's alleged but there were 3 names. Students watched Graber's coming and going before grabbing the teacher on her daily walk and dragging her into the woods, where they returned later to hide her body under a tarp and wheelbarrow. Ah, teenagers. The nature and circumstance of the alleged criminal act are as serious as exist under the Iowa Criminal Code. Jefferson County Attorney Chauncey Moulding, oh boy, said in Goodale's filing that was obtained by the Daily News. Quote, this prosecuting attorney cannot fathom any combination of programming at any Iowa juvenile facility which could appropriately treat or rehabilitate the defendants if adjudicated as a juvenile. Wow. The killing was that brutal. Jesus. That's insane. The prosecutors also argued if Goodale had been charged as a minor, he'd have been released after 2 years, even if convicted of murder. Whereas if convicted as adults, both teens could face life in prison. Yeah, at 16, you should definitely know not to bash your teacher's head in. Even if they're a piece of garbage teacher. And I've had plenty of shitty teachers that have made me angry enough to want to bash their heads in, but I never did. And I just put up with their bullshit because I knew that at the end of the year I got to move on and they got to be stuck in the job that I could clearly tell they hated. And I ended up feeling sorry for them instead of hating them. So, yeah. The accused have pleaded not guilty and are in juvenile detention on a 1,274,750 Canadian dollar or $1 million US cash dollar bond each. Holy shit. That's for teenagers. That's crazy. Teenagers was changed. All I was doing was fucking everything with a pulse. Yep. Fucking everything with a pulse. That sounds about right. Let's see here. If I can... Gonna send the link out to a couple of people and pin it. Let's see here. Let's put it here. We got 13 minutes here in Canada in the Eastern time zone until 2022. Let's see if Pink Hollow wants to join us. What the hell? Why aren't you pasting, you stupid link? Wow, you suck. Okay, come on. That's annoying. Copy that again, I suppose. Oh my god, okay, let's close Twitter and reopen it. See if that helps. Okay. Ah, why did you do that, you stupid thing? Okay. There we go. Okay, now we are going to close that. We are going to go over to this. Copy that. Close that. Paste that. And how do I star this? Where am I? I want to show where my comment is. Where am I here? Sorry guys, I'm trying to... I am trying to get to my comment here so I can pin it. Because that's what I want to do. Okay, let's see here. New comments. Where am I here? It's the first time I've tried to pin a comment here. Come on. Can I pin it in chat? No, I have to be in StreamYard to do it. That's the annoying part. I have to be in YouTube to do it. Or in StreamYard, sorry. I am thinking a different computer. Mr. Scott! Have you ever thought of suing Missouri for calling itself the Show Me State? Don't you think that's ableist? Ha! That's funny. That's funny. That is amusing to me. But I wish I could pin my stupid StreamYard link. I'll just post it randomly, like, through the next few minutes. That's what I'll do. That is what I shall do. Okay. Let's see what else. Mr. Scott said, Mr. Scott says hi to Selected Boy. I am thinking different computer. Well, hopefully soon, different computer will happen. Ghost Dog! Welcome to the stream, my friend. I just subbed on Twitch. Take a shot and I'll take a hoot. Alright, mijo. You know what I'm going to do at the same time? Here's what I'm going to do. Just for the fun of it. Here's what I'm going to do. It's going to be funny. Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Well, there's not enough left. Never mind.
Oh, for you?
I was going to drink for Betty.
Well, I haven't opened my wine yet.
I don't want the wine. I want that.
Oh. Well, I was going to do my funny TikTok joke.
You were going to do TikTok while you were on your stream?
I'm recording a video on my camera.
With your stream going?
Yes, because Miho just subbed on Twitch. She told me to take a shot, and she would take a hoot.
Oh, okay. Well, here, pour your shot so I can take the bottle. Hello, everyone. Happy Jew beers.
I sent you the link. Do you want to come on for a bit?
God, no.
Why?
Because I am not mic ready and I'm not...
Here, there's still enough for you, I think.
That's a shot. Happy New Year's.
Okay, guys. Ready? I'm going to make a funny video, too, while I'm doing this. This is because Miho subbed, so here we go. It's so strong. I can see again. Nope. Sorry. Still blind. Oh, okay. Oh. Woo! Cheers, Miho. Whew. Holy shit. Blind Press saw the light for a second. Rum, so good you'd think it was better than carrots. Ha. Cheers. Well, you know what we gotta do, right? Prost! Fuck YouTube and fuck my interwebs connection. Oh. 2 more minutes to go. You are correct there, Mr. Selected Boy. Whew. Boop. Welcome, Emperor Costin.
Hey, Blind Press.
How are you, sir?
Pretty good. Is that cat behind you Ninja?
Yep,
Yeah.
that's Ninja.
Yeah. Happy New Year, everybody.
And Happy New Year to you, sir.
I just have to say that the death of Betty White today is the only proof anybody needs that 2021 was an awful year.
Mm-hmm.
None of the other things, everything else should be forgotten. That is, oh, it's midnight. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, my friends.
None of the other things that happened this year matter. That's the only reason 2021 sucks. All right, that's all I have to say. Sorry, did I interrupt you?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Oh my goodness. I think I drank the last shot too fast. I got an air bubble. Happy New Year to all of you. Seriously. Like this year, for all of the shit that's been going on, like, I still managed to hit 1,000 subs, which was awesome. And like the fact that I'm spending New Year's with the people that have been with me pretty much since the beginning of me streaming. You guys are awesome. And seriously, like, because of you guys, I am where I am, and I'm hoping that I can go further. Like, I've got you guys to thank for it. For, subscribing to me on YouTube, for following me on Twitch, for following me on Twitter, for the people that, are patrons, for the people that are fans. Like, you guys are awesome. Because of you guys, despite all of the bullshit in my mental health this year, it's, you guys have been the thing that has, hello honey,
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I love you.
Love you.
Happy New Year, Piccolo,
Okay.
who's to blame for
Costin
everything
says-
bad.
Costin
Thanks,
says
Costin.
happy birthday. Or happy birthday. Happy New Year.
Happy
And you're to blame for everything bad.
And seriously, like, I appreciate everybody that, is a patron, is a fan, is a YouTube subscriber, is a Twitch follower, like, everything. Like, you guys are great. And for $12 wine, this wine is not bad.
What kind of wine is that?
It's the Jackson Triggs, I think.
Ah, cool. Yeah, I don't drink wine, but I had a bottle of Welch's grape juice earlier, so
Nice.
next thing, do it.
Mr. Scott, that's funny.
Yeah,
Are you-
you're not the only one to compare me to him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you ever watched Pawn Stars, I look a lot like Chumley, so I even got the goatee like him, the body style and everything. So
Fury Kitten says, why the fuck are you drinking $12 wine? You can get shit-faced for much cheaper than that. Oh, Costin, the last 2 bottles of wine were like $30. So, I don't know.
Happy New Year, Selecta Boy.
And this is a bigger glass of wine than the other glasses that I've been drinking. And I've had, 3 shots of rum? Which, that glass is a 4-ounce shot glass. So I've had, like, something like 6 shots of rum. The putty tat is looking pretty stoked behind you, PP. Is it bigger, or are you just a thirsty man? No, it's a bigger, like, the glass is bigger than the than the other glass that I had. It's a slightly larger glass. What? Nobody asked you. Do you want out? Is that what you're meowing for? Okay, I guess you're fine now. So yeah, I'm hoping to get some, do some different things with the coffee stream in the new year, like kind of pick topical things and, stick with, stick with a topic for the whole stream. Stuff like, some true crime stuff and focus, like, I'd like to do some stuff about blind criminals. There's a few blind people from TikTok that I've met that I want to have guests on here. I want to bring back Friday guest day. Like maybe not every week because it was hard to line up a guest every week, but maybe like every 2 weeks. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff I have planned for the channel, especially when the new computer is ordered. So I'm really hoping that this new year will be an explosion in content for me this year, because the pandemic really fucked the production of content.
You have any idea when you'll get that computer yet?
Honestly, we're literally waiting on the payment method to arrive.
Okay.
We're just waiting on Canada Post.
Okay.
Which is always fun.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. I thought are you talking about the check from that place that's helping you? Is that what you mean, or
no? So I have to get my health card fixed because ADP goes through the health program, the Ministry of Health.
Okay.
So we're gonna buy the computer ourselves and then apply, like once my health card is fixed, apply for reimbursement. But it's just, we had to, kind of finagle some way to buy the computer because Apple wouldn't accept my Capital One credit card or my banking, like my credit union as a financial, like a auto withdrawal thing for financing.
Oh wow.
So we had to come up with a completely different way to buy the computer outright, and then we're just going to get ADP to reimburse it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's annoying as fuck.
Yeah.
And now we have to wait for Canada Post to deliver the freaking card. It's like, really?
Yeah. That sucks.
It does. Because everything else is like UPS has been running, FedEx has been running, and then Canada Post is like meh. Oh, are fireworks going off around your subdivision there, Selective Boy? Yeah, there were some fireworks going off while I was trying to put the kids to bed. And I was like, really? Right now? My kids were like, we didn't get any fireworks. I'm like, yeah, but we're going to the cottage and we're going to have a snow fire. Oh, yeah. What do you mean, oh, yeah? What the fuck? Go to sleep. But I want fireworks. But we're going to have a snow fire.
I'm jealous. I've never had fireworks for New Year's Eve.
Neither have I, honestly. Like, I've never had that. But we have a lot of Chinese people in our neighborhood.
Okay.
So that's probably why. Like, we have a huge Chinese student population in our neighborhood. So they probably were firing off because fireworks for Chinese New Year is a huge thing. How is it that I've had so much alcohol and I'm not tired? I thought alcohol was supposed to make you like sleepy when you're tipsy. Fury Kitten says, when I used to work in courier, Purelator was crap, but was still better than Canada Post, UPS, or FedEx. Ah, Bishop says, Emperor Costin, you could pass for the Pawn Stars guy. It's uncanny. Yeah, Chumley. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's okay. No, Costin's a lot smarter than Chumley.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, that guy was a moron. And apparently a criminal, too.
Oh, Chumley. Yeah, he's yeah, he was in the news a bit back a couple of years ago.
Yeah, like I heard of, like, what was it, a year ago or something he got arrested?
Yeah. I can't remember for what, but for something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to like that show, but why it was on the History Channel, I do not know.
Yeah, I don't know, like the History Channel, kind of like the Discovery Channel, kind of ended up going to shit. Like
Yeah.
when you had like the ancient alien nonsense, and like Discovery Channel became more about the you know, the plane crash shows and the um Mythbusters. Like Mythbusters was okay, but
Yeah.
like after that, like the Mayday and all those shows, it was like, this isn't Discovery. This is, I don't know what this is. Fear porn. I don't.
I thought the Mayday was pretty good, like pretty good for Discovery, but yeah, there was a lot of shows that did not make sense.
Yeah. I blame Mayday for the fact that I'm afraid to fly.
Yeah.
I really do. Like, I've watched so many Mayday episodes, and I'm like, no, I do not want to fly in a plane. No, thank you. I'm fine on a train or a car, or, you know, everyone goes, oh, statistically, flying is still the safest way to travel. Yeah, no, no. Ugh.
Yeah.
Like, it's bad enough that I can't see, like, as a passenger in a car. It's bad enough that I can't see what's going on around me. I don't know if it's the lack of control or whatever it is, because it's not a heights thing. I'm fine with going up in, like, you know, those rides where you go up stupid high. I'm fine with those. Right? I climbed trees as a kid. I don't care about heights. It's the fact that I'm in a mechanical device 30,000 feet above the ground that's controlled by somebody else, that is full of mechanical and computer parts that could fail at any point in time.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm more afraid of mechanical error in an airplane than I am of anything else. The H logo in the History Channel stands for Hitler, says Fury Kitten.
Yeah. For a while there, yeah. For a while there, all they did show was World War II documentaries, and that wasn't good. That wasn't good. At least it fit the history thing, but they did need to diversify from just World War II.
Yes.
But there's actual history, and then there's ancient aliens, which
Yeah.
I have to admit I actually enjoyed. A guilty pleasure, but
Like
yeah,
I liked the shows like Ancients Behaving Badly and The
yeah,
Secret Life of, or like those types of documentary shows that kind of broke things down for you and looked at things not through a modern lens but through like just kind of broke them down logically and scientifically.
yeah,
Or in I really liked finding the Discovery Science channel, where they would have stuff like Dark Matters Twisted But True, or Monsters Inside Me, where they would talk about parasitic infection or stuff like that, or like um the darker side of scientific experimentation and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah. Like maybe making people stay awake for a month at a time.
Yeah. Yeah, or the stutter experiment, where they took people who didn't stutter and tried to force a stutter on them to figure out what caused a stutter. That was pretty messed up. Or the Tuskegee experiment. That's where I first found out about the Tuskegee experiment. Was from the Dark Matters Twisted But True show. Where they were purposely infecting black men with syphilis and not treating them. Or the Louis Pasteur, when he came up with his rabies vaccine, he lied about how many human trials he had actually conducted. He had conducted no human trials.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and a woman, her son had been attacked by a wild dog, and she took him to Louis Pasteur.
Mm.
And he basically injected the boy with live rabies without any, like, basically lying about even how many dogs he had tested.
Oh, wow.
And he basically took a huge gamble, and it was a fully live, like, it wasn't like your normal today vaccine where it's a dormant version of the virus, right? It was a fully active dose of the rabies virus, and he injected this boy for a month. I think it was like every 5 or 10 days, this boy got full doses of live rabies vaccine. And thank God the boy was, he was okay. He it worked, but could you imagine if Louis Pasteur had been wrong?
I promise never to inject you with rabies.
Oh well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful.
Yes. I also promise to never have injected Pencala with rabies in the past.
I can watch How It's Made. It's almost a meditation since you're a kitten. Yeah, How It's Made. When I was, when my oldest was born, and I was, up in the middle of the night breastfeeding him, How It's Made would come on, and it would help me get back to sleep. Cause the chick's voice is so boring. It would just kind of it would just kind of lull me back to sleep after I had put him back in his crib. It was just like it was just so, her voice was just so boring and so robotic that you couldn't even retain what you were like the information she was imparting to you. You were just like those teachers that you had that had no tone change to their voice, and you tried as best you could to stay awake, and your head ended up on your desk anyway. Yeah, that's what the How Was Made chick sounds like. It.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Just, there are some, like, I'm kind of glad I don't have cable anymore, because there were so many stupid things on cable. Like with YouTube and Netflix and Prime Video, you can at least pick what you want, and you can go back and watch the older stuff, like the 90s, the 80s, the 70s shows that had a little bit more love and time and care put into them.
Three's Company.
Yeah. It's, I find that today's shows are just so rushed and slapdash. I don't find the same care and attention to detail really as I do with the older shows.
Yeah.
And it's very sad.
I miss speaking of older shows, um, Golden Girls is what I
Mm.
should have, to be topical, that is what I should have said instead of Three's Company, to be topical.
Yeah, Golden Girls was always really funny to watch for me, cuz
Yeah.
and like I really enjoyed even Betty White's character Rose. Like she wasn't the brightest character, but she was so funny,
Yeah.
right? And she was so, like, you could tell that her character really cared about the other girls in the show. Like Rose really found Blanche and Sophia and Dorothy good friends. You know what I mean? And like it's not just Rose's character. It's like anything Betty White did,
Yeah.
right? Talk shows. There were a couple of children's books on tape that I had that
Oh, really?
she narrated. Yeah.
I did not
Um,
know that.
yeah, and like anything she touched, like she just, you could tell she just enjoyed it. Whether it be a TV show, narrating a book, um, you know, going on a talk show, um, anything she did, she just enjoyed it, and she had fun, and you could tell she had fun,
Yeah.
and you could tell she just enjoyed life.
Makes me wish I watched more of her stuff.
Yeah.
I guess I still can, but
Oh, for sure. Like the Golden Girls were full of surprises to Selected Boy. They were. They were. Fury Kitten says Betty White was a fox. She was.
I didn't come to know her until Golden Girls, but I've started seeing some pictures of her back in the day, and yeah, she was pretty attractive.
Yeah. Like, and not only was she attractive, but she was funny.
Yeah.
Like, and she was funny, but she didn't try to be funny. You know what I mean? Like, she was just naturally funny. And that's the best kind of funny. Like, you can tell when people are attempting to make people laugh.
Yeah.
And Betty White just knew the timing. She knew the way of delivering a line. She knew all of the right ways to be funny without being try hard. And the crappy part about a lot of comedians today is that they don't understand the point and the attractiveness of natural comedy.
No.
It's all scripted comedy. It's all rehearsed. It like today's comedians don't understand the attractiveness and the success of improvisation of um just that natural comedy that inspires people to just laugh naturally.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like
You
that
ever?
Hannah Gatsby chick. I can guarantee you her audience has a clap sign or like a laugh thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't I've heard her, I guess, attempts at comedy, and I don't even, like, I can't even force myself to laugh at something like Hannah Gatsby. It's just, I'm just like, you think that's funny? Like, really? And you get people like Betty White, Joan Rivers, um, stuff like that, and you look at like the people like Hannah Gatsby, and you're like, good God. Like, did you learn nothing? And Sophia was sort of like Dorothy, but more with more bite. Yes. Yes, Selective Boy, exactly. Fury Kitten says the secret of great comedy is uh, timing. Yes. I think today's comedians try way too hard to be funny, especially female comedians. So Selective Boy, I would agree with you. I would absolutely agree with you. Like there used to be some really funny female comedians. Like Joan Rivers was really good. In the beginning of her career, Wanda Sykes was really good. Um but this weird try hard mentality showed up mixed with this political correctness crap, and you get just
Mm.
just
Mm.
slam poetry mixed with stupid horrible comedy, and it's sad. It's so sad
Yes.
to witness, like, because there are some really good female comedians, but sadly they're older, and like with the case of Joan Rivers, they've passed on, and it's left up to the Hannah Gatsby's of the world and the Lily Sings, or whatever her name is, that they're just angry, unfunny, third wave feminist bullshit artists. And it's depressing that that's what comedy has become.
Mm.
Slam poetry with vagina jokes, says Select a Boy. Yes. To quote Gary Busey in Under Siege 2, I look like I need a psychiatric evaluation. Yes. All right, my friends. I think we've gone without, beating a dead horse. I think we've gone as far as the stream will take us. I'm not sure if there will be a Star Trek stream tomorrow. I will have to collaborate with the panel, and I will let you guys know on Twitter and the community tab whether there is a Star Trek stream tomorrow. So keep an eye on that. I'd like to thank everybody for keeping me as a content creator, subscribing, watching my stuff, sharing my stuff. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate all of you. I wish you guys all a safe, happy, prosperous, new year that's not full of bullshit. I hope you guys, make whatever you can of the new year. I hope you guys stick with me through the new year. I appreciate all of you. You guys are amazing. And I want to thank you guys for bringing in 2022 with me. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your night.
Happy New Year, everybody, and hope you keep doing well, Blind Press.
Thank you, Costin. I like I said, you guys are great. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you guys have a great New Year's Day. Keep an eye on Twitter in the community tab for a Star Trek stream update. I'm not sure what's going on, if people have family stuff or not, but we'll see. And so thank you guys for watching. We're gonna do coffee stream for at least Monday and Wednesday at night. I'm not sure whether the school stuff goes back to normal on Thursday. We'll see. Keep an eye on Twitter and all that for updates. But thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your New Year's. Thank you guys all, and have a good night. Bye, guys.